Hello everybody, welcome back to another Wright video review here. Should be yeah, I was gonna say we should be finishing episode 3 today of the first game. October 20th, 10 a.m. District Court, Court 4. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ezra seems a bit on the edge today. Tell you. She's guilty. I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Except the thing was blocked. You couldn't get to Studio 1. Yeah, except there's no way you could have gotten through even with that. Unless there was another way around. Something's very suspicious on that. Wait, if she had eaten those steaks, wouldn't she have... Unless they weren't rigged with the sleeping powder. I can't remember exactly. Ha! I thought so. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you didn't. Look at this. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone's been left behind. Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat any steak. You took yours and threw it somewhere. Like the incinerator? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Any day. Yes? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using it. Pretty much anyone would. However, that has no bearing on this case. The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove the samurai spear wasn't the weapon. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how's it possible for someone to stab a man wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Are you even aware of what you're saying? Oops. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? Look at the picture. Yeah, well, look at the fence. This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a picture. Not a word of this leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in the fiddle? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? Yep. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Misty Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Sorry, I'm eating a cookie. Then she did it. She shoved him onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had done himself 5 years earlier. Whether it was on purpose or accidental, couldn't say. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Deny what I'm saying is true? What if she had another way to carry the body other than with her own hands? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was Oops, I forgot I was only reading Phoenix. Have it from Pub Encounter. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1, then before everyone else got there, you put the body in the magistrate costume. Of course, Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in a small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? I win? So what happens now? Don't question. Don't you have anything to say? I lost? Something like that? Wait, so you mean... So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Huh? Right. What? What? No, I don't. Edgeworth isn't sure. You did it. Did you do it? Yes, Your Honor. What do I do now? I'd like you to testify again. Damn it. It comes only to fail.
Objection! Objection!
Even he did it. Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. Edgeworth. I already know. Now I remember. Right. And we all know she did it. And by already know, I know she... It's pretty obvious. The script and your direction notes. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Why? Oh, yeah, I guess. Huh? Wow, even Edgeworth is in on it. I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me? You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. One person was injured during the run-through that morning. That was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Mrs. Vasquez. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. But remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. And when was he doing this? Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who'd been injured that morning. Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Ugh, why are the real killers always so persistent? Okay, I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. This is my proof. This is the photo. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. She had no motive, Your Honor. It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood, and all Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had been so cruelly taking advantage of him all those years. So you did do it, didn't you? Congratulations, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I thank you, Your Honor. I'm just glad you're okay. Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kid's show and was as the villain. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think you're missing the point. So am I. So am I. Nope. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if he hadn't stepped in. Liar. Unnecessary feelings? Aren't those kind of necessary? For now, we are, I guess. So the curtain closed on another trial. Caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. I'll admit I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with this. Fine, I'll do it. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real will powers. There we go. Episode 3 complete. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time with whatever. Bye.